looks nice. Look at all those.
Oh, you're gonna have to reset, but we'll fix that
Y'all
later.
wait there has just what you need for your home. Got glitter.
Yeah. It's rolling. I just got an ad.
It's not doing what it was supposed to do. Oh, okay. All right, guys. This is going to be our Christmas episode. We're going to talk about, we're going to run down a couple of Christmas movies, our favorite ones and all the romantic ones and all that stuff. Blah, 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 yakety smacky. Right here on the rundown, guys. So let's get started with the show. You might have, I'm just making sure that the intro doesn't do what it was supposed to do. It, but there it is. Right there on the rundown. Here we go. At the timing all off. Okay. All right, welcome back to the rundown. Like I said, we're gonna talk. This is our Christmas episode, and join us back on the rundown. We had to get the cameras and all that stuff fixed. Wasn't my fault. Somebody had to get her cookies in order.
No, I won the cookie competition, and I wasn't that late. Just to say.
Yeah. We were supposed to be on an hour ago to do the camera setup and everything. And I'm trying to log back onto Zoom. And speaking of Zoom, I think you got to log off and log back on. But I'm afraid of doing that because I'm sure everything's going to go wrong again. But I'll stall. I'll take some time off. So we want. Are
you going to end the meeting and I'll log back on?
Yeah. Wait. It says for me to end the meeting.
So if the host doesn't end the meeting, the counter doesn't restart.
Jeez. Why are we back on Zoom? I have not.
You know how this goes.
I have not used Zoom in so long.
Well, buckle up, buddy. Let's just roll with this. Let's just go. Let's go as long as we can go. Yes, Nixon, it totally is his fault. It's always Chris's fault. That's just how it goes.
Okay.
You know. She knows. So we know. So you can't play like it's my fault when it's normally your fault. Let's roll. We gotta work it in. Let's go. First category, sir.
Can be on by 9:15 if that's cool. And then I said, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's see. What was that?
And what time is it now?
I think we might win the cookie contest. Can we push till 9:30? Sorry to ask, but I think we're going to win. I'm glad you won.
Guess what? We did win, but I got home a little bit early, 9:15. And how long did it take us to get on?
Well, I said we had to do the camera test and the setup, just like we always do.
45 minutes later.
45 minutes later. Yes. So once again,
made a whole sandwich.
You guys should have seen her scarf that damn thing down. It was crazy.
It was delicious.
Delicious. We was going to run down a couple of movies that for Christmas, right? For this Christmas episode.
Just a couple movies. It's not like we had whole genres planned and all of that stuff either.
Yeah. But I think
we totally did.
Well, let's before we run out of time, let's try to do the Zoom thing. Let's try to fix it.
What did you say?
It's not
on TikTok though.
I said we were going to start at the time that we agreed on, and then you called. Then you texted me and said, "Can we push it?" And then everybody on TikTok was going to blame me. So I really appreciate that. I knew that shit was going to happen. Nixon, no more betrayal. We're gonna.
No, she just knows better. Yeah.
All right, we don't got that much time. Let me try to fix this Zoom thing before we run out of too much time here. But guys, So, okay, it says we have 5 minutes. Okay, so what should I do? Should I back out of it real quick or shouldn't we? It's just to restart itself, right? But if we do that.
Yeah, if you end the meeting, I'll log back in.
How do I end the meeting here? Oh, yeah. All right, we're gonna do it live. All right, we're going to try to fix it. I'm into the meeting. All right, and now it's just me and you guys. She was late. I was not. And then I said, we're going to start at a certain time. I need to set the cameras up and the sound. It took extra 5-10 minutes because I haven't used Zoom in a long time. Nixon knows. We tried to use Discord and it would drag the computer. Now we're back on Zoom and now I'm getting dragged on a fucking Christmas episode. All right. So I see how you guys are. But guys, if you want to watch us live, we're live streaming on Twitch. We're live streaming on. I got the little counter right here at the top. There's nobody on Facebook. 5 people here on YouTube. Nobody on Twitch. I appreciate it. So let me try to get this Twitch link back rolling again. Waiting on you to restart the. Sarah's yelling at me. Yeah, no, I'm throwing you under the bus, Sarah. Just like you tried to do. Yeah, not like that. No, it looks and sounds perfect. All right, thanks. Okay, now let's see if I can fix the Zoom thing again. Get Sarah back in the mix. Wait, are you saying that it didn't sound good before? Because that might be a sound problem that might have been messed up. It looks and sounds perfect. All right, let's see if we can get Sarah Catherine the Red back in here. And we're going to start all over on a mother bleeping Wednesday. Come on, Zoom. Come on, Zoom. Don't let me down. I'm going to go to that link. Sarah has joined the meeting. Start meeting. All right. Doing this in real time here. Opening Zoom. I used to have it preset. And I deleted it all, thinking I wasn't ever going to use it again. Let's see. There's me. Virtual HD Pro. No. I think. There we go. Let's add her. You never sound good solo. The hell? Okay. All right. Now, I don't know if they can see us, though.
Well, they can see you.
And I can hear you through my laptop. I don't like that. Let's see if.
Well, thanks, man.
Can you guys see Sarah? Let me know.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Nope. There I am.
There we go. See? All right. 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Okay.
Hello.
All right. I do not want to hear you through the laptop.
Well, tough shit.
Oh, I got to fix that. All right. Now, well, you know what? Let's see. Microphone, audio, speakers. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Mm-hmm. That's what she said. Okay. Back on the Christmas episode. All right. Okay. There she is. Yes, Nix. We're back. And we're back. Okay. Sarah Catherine the Red making her return after winning the cookie competition.
Heck yes.
Wearing the Santa hat. Didn't offer me a cookie.
You're in Texas.
I don't like that. Okay. So
I mean, if you don't like Texas, you can move.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to run down some Christmas movies real fast because I'm going to go back and watch Tulsa King on Paramount Plus.
Oh, nice.
Tomorrow, the news just dropped. Joy just saw it on Collider that Wonder Woman 3 might not be happening. Mm-hmm. Ain't that a shame?
Well,
guess all what's going on with the whole with everything that's going on with Warner Brothers. What do you think?
Yeah, DC Comics.
Oh, but they're getting their stuff together though. I mean, we got.
It doesn't sound like they are.
No. I'm just saying with now that they have their Kevin Feige and with what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy. What's his name? He did the latest Suicide Squad movie and in Guardians 3.
The one dude.
He's
a wrestler.
No. The director. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, don't worry about it. All right.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys for joining us on YouTube. Nobody's on Twitch, nobody's on Facebook, but it's all good. Nixon's here, and we're gonna get the show started, guys. But before we get, let's power through this. We were gonna talk about Violent Night. Are you gonna watch that this week? She's not even listening.
I'm not. I was like moderating the chat because we had some help you find your perfect match people. Sorry. Am I going to watch what this week?
Violent Night.
Yes, I'm definitely going to watch it. It's apparently the chlamydia of Christmas movies.
Oh God.
If you didn't see that article that I sent you,
I
sent Chris an article where they talked about how Violent Night was the chlamydia of Christmas movies. And then we had this debate about how at least that was one of the things that's curable versus if it was the herpes of Christmas movies, you could never get rid of it. At least with chlamydia, you could take some penicillin derivative and, clear up within however long that takes. I don't know. Chris, how long does it take? Do you have experience in that matter?
So we're going to get into the whole entertainment news portion of the show. If you want to support the channel, you can like, share your comments. You send super chats. You can do that as well if you want to tell us what you guys think. And at all times, appreciate Y2 Germ for joining us. And also, if you want to send donations, you can go to streamlabs.com/T3medias/tips. It'll just like sending a super chat. So if you want to support the channel, it'll look something like that, and you can always help us out, or Cash App at T3 Medias, or live, or send tips. So let's. What was that about chlamydia again? I didn't catch that. What was that?
You didn't hear any of that? I cut out through the whole
that
section
whole
where I was
thing.
talking
Yeah,
about,
when you
like,
were
literally. Oh
when,
wow!
when you were trying to throw
That's
me under the bus.
That was amazing. It's okay. You had your time.
I want
time. At least I did it to your face, and you can pretend like you didn't hear me.
We have a list.
Did you miss me?
We have a list of
You
movies.
missed me.
There's an
Don't
email.
pretend like you didn't. It was my email, yeah. Totes, my email.
The whole live chat now thinks I have chlamydia. Thanks.
Well, you neither confirmed nor denied. So
I didn't. I did not. You're right about that. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're like, look.
You're like
entertainment news portion. We're just gonna go straight to review. Let's just get into this whole rundown.
You take however many lengthy number of polls it is.
I want to,
and then apparently it goes away.
Our live
it's
Twitch,
curable. It's fine.
Our Twitch watcher. I want to thank you for joining us live on Twitch and on and on
Twitch
and on YouTube. Now,
yeah,
I'm supposed to. Okay, we're just here now. Rundown After Dark. This is it. This is
Moving
it.
on.
This is Rundown After Dark.
I won a cookie contest today, so I'm a little hyped.
Obviously.
Moving on.
We have a list of movies. This portion,
that is a true fact right there. We have a list of movies. Eventually, we'll get to it.
Let's start with horror.
Okay.
Let's go down your list. Go for it, because this is killing me.
So, frickin' Krampus. If you don't know about Krampus, Krampus is a real, thing. So in these northern kind of Scandinavian countries, they believe in this mythical creature called Krampus, where if you're a naughty child, instead of Santa giving you coal, Krampus basically puts you in a sack and beats you with sticks and does horrible things to you, And that was a real thing. And so they've made an infinite amount of movies about Krampus. The one that I chose was Krampus from 2015, which has Adam Scott, Toni Collette. Mm-hmm. I can never say his name. David Kochinger. I don't know. He's funny. He was in a bunch of comedy and stuff. And it's got a few other people that you might know in it.
It was a real good movie. I enjoyed it, and I always enjoy it.
It was like a dark comedy with this supernatural thing murdering everybody. Yeah. Which was, in the realm of supernatural horror, murder, and Christmas, it was kind of fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun watch.
Anything with Toni Collette. What else was on your list?
So also from the horror category was Silent Night. Now, Silent Night, I was talking about the one with Keira Knightley in it. So that movie is about
And this was
It's
this is gonna be you trying to talk me into whatever the ones I haven't seen. So definitely, so
yeah.
go for it.
So Silent Night was basically like um it's like an apocalyptic thing. So
Mm-hmm.
what has happened was this whole family has this dinner party, and it's basically the last day that the earth is going to exist, because the earth has just had enough of human beings, and it's basically wiping the slate clean. So the earth
That's
is
rebooted. The
killing itself.
Earth is rebooting
Yes.
again.
There's this poisonous gas that the earth has created because we polluted it to shit, and they're just murdering everybody.
Woke.
And then as good English fashion, they have a nice dinner party, and at the dinner party, they break it to the children that tomorrow they're not gonna like live anymore.
Open your Christmas presents now, guys, because it's going. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, and by the way, I didn't mention, if we have time, and I see you in the chat room. We are going to get to your chats, by the way. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just had to throw that in there. And thank you guys for joining us on Facebook.
But no, like it's so, I love it, because when you're watching the movie, and if you don't tell somebody about it, and you're like bringing in somebody cold, they're not going to know what's going on until halfway through the movie, because they're thinking like, oh, this is a nice Christmas party. It's an elegant dinner, as you can see from that little snippet. They're wearing suits and shit, so they're all dressed up. It's a formal dinner party with all these guests and stuff. And there's family drama, and then they're like, oh, by the way, everybody, we're all gonna die.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, happy Christmas.
Wasn't there another movie kind of like that, where it was like the end of the world was coming, they couldn't stop it, and he had his kids playing with like fireworks. I remember they were like, screw it, like let them run through the fireworks. It doesn't fucking matter. Everybody was gonna. It was funny. I forgot the name of that movie. Guys in the chat room, if you remember it, I want to. Anyway, but I know we're gonna run out of time. You say, what's next on your list? I like your next one.
Yeah. So my next one is Gremlins, and you can argue with me. This is like one of those movies that's like Die Hard and the Gremlins. So the Gremlins, the first Gremlins, was on Christmas. So the whole point of him buying that initial Gremlin is to give it as a Christmas present.
Yeah,
okay?
when he bought Gizmo, yeah, it was a Christmas present.
It was a Christmas
that
present.
Yeah.
So the argument of, is this a movie set at Christmas, or does Christmas play a pivotal role in the film? And the first Gremlins, Christmas is a pivotal role, because you never would have bought Gizmo if it wasn't Christmas.
Right.
So technically that makes it a Christmas movie, because Christmas is fundamental to where the storyline is. But ultimately, if you haven't seen Gremlins, I'm not going to tell you anything about it, because it's Gremlins. And if you haven't seen Gremlins, this is the point I feel sorry for you.
And the next one on your list, this is funny. We were talking about this earlier, and she's telling me about this movie. This is wild.
This is a movie that is so bad it's good. Okay?
Okay.
And it's something that I watched one time, and I rented it on Amazon Prime, and then I just bought it because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to watch this again. And it's not because it's a fabulous piece of cinema. It's just ridiculous. So ultimately, Mel Gibson is Santa Claus, right? Okay? Hang in there with me. We're hanging in. He's married, and he has all these elves that work for him because he's freaking Santa. Santa Claus in this movie contracts with different countries around the world,
of course,
where he delivers toys and whatever, but also he uses his elf labor,
slaves,
to create like munitions and military things or stuff for the governments for these different countries as well. So it's like a dual-ended contract. And every year he has to renew his contracts with these government entities, right? So he's doing that, and he's negotiating these contracts. And then so he renews his contract, and he's like, oh my gosh, we're so poor, we're not making any money, whatever. And then he delivers all his toys in the United States, and he ends up delivering coal to this one kid. This one kid gets very, very mad at Santa, and he just so happens to be the son of an international militant drug lord and munitions guy. So he's super bad guy. His dad's a super bad guy, like ultimate bad guy. And then he turns to his dad and he goes, Santa must pay. Santa gave me coal and didn't give me the present that I want. Because not like he's spoiled or anything.
Right.
And so he puts a hit out on the Mel Gibson Santa.
Chris Kringle.
Okay.
They always,
Yes.
y'all, everyone hates Chris.
So Santa in this movie was codenamed the Fat Man. So when he put out a hit on Santa, he goes, I'm going to put out a hit on the Fat Man. And who does he get as like the hit man for the Fat Man? His code name was the Thin Man. So the Thin Man goes and hunts down Santa, and he brings all of his bad guys to come and shoot up Santa and
it's a
murder everybody.
Big old, and it's a big old fight ensues as it happened at the North Pole.
It's huge fight. You can see in the right there, the Thin Man's the white guy in the white coat.
Mm-hmm.
And Mel Gibson as Santa is right there looking very angry.
And we were talking about how similar it was to, because you didn't know, we haven't watched
Violet Night.
Violet Night yet. I'm gonna try to watch it this week. I think you said you were gonna try to watch it. And
I definitely want to see it just because it looks like one of those ridiculous Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So tell us what you were saying, what you read about.
Violet Night is from the trailers that I saw. So I forgot what movie we were watching, and we saw the trailer, and it's a family gets taken hostage by Leonardo DiCaprio, not Leonardo DiCaprio, John Leguizamo, and his
John Leguizamo and his
and at the very same time, Santa Claus comes, and I guess one of the kids that's taken hostage asks Santa to help free his. I think they're there to rob the place, and now they're getting rescued by the real Santa Claus and stuff like. So I was talking about wanting to see this. You said you wanted to see it, even though you read that it's the chlamydia of Christmas movies. I don't agree.
I mean, that's what made me want to see it. I've never heard a movie called an STD before, and I'm like, I have to see it.
I should have put It
Especially
Follows on my list.
Christmas.
Hey, I mean.
Like chlamydia and Christmas, and I'm like, how does that work out? Let's watch that.
We got to find out what's on that candy cane. But that's the horror portion of our list. Let me run down my So for my list, I started with Batman Returns. I was a special horror action. I mean, you had Violent Night and Krampus on the same list, so I call it horror action.
They're kind of horror.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, Penguin.
Penguin
was scary. I mean,
Penguin. When I think of an actor going, I'm going to play the Penguin, that's the one. Like, if they don't match Danny DeVito's Penguin, I'm like, that's not the Penguin. Because Danny DeVito was there's no other Penguin other than Danny DeVito's
No,
Penguin.
the Batman's
it is the Penguin.
The Batman's Penguin, what's his name? Because he's even getting his own series. But his Penguin in the Batman, Colin Farrell, he was good. And the callbacks that he did was funny. But this Penguin was great because when his whole plot to get all the Gotham children.
He was the comic book Penguin. The Colin Farrell Penguin is not the comic book Penguin.
It depends on which comic book you're reading, because he is. But there was a scene in Batman Returns when one of his henchmen was like, he was not down with the whole plan. He's like, "Come on, Penguin, killing kids, isn't that a little?" And then Penguin shoots him. He goes, "No, it's a lot." And that joke when he's flirting with Catwoman, he's like, what did he say? "Oh, just the pussy I came to see." That was my favorite Christmas. One of my favorite action Christmas movies.
It's much more dirty now.
It's very dirty. I teach her my French flipper trick. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Oh no, my favorite part of Batman Returns. You lousy minx. I ought to have your spade. You gave me all the signals, and the look she gave him. Come on, that whole you gave me all the signals. You know how you know how it is. Come on. Yeah. Next on my list, guys, you would not see this coming. You will not see this coming.
Okay.
While She Was Out.
No, I thought about that one.
I loved this movie. I think she was out for Christmas. She had a toolbox in her hand. She was out shopping, and then this gang was messing with her. She was able to, not to spoil the whole movie, but she was able to keep her wits about her and stay alive. Was that Kim Basinger?
Yeah.
With just the tools that were in that toolbox. So it was her being followed and messed with by a gang that was tormenting her and chasing her, and she was able to survive with only the items that were in this toolbox to help her out. This was a movie I hadn't thought about in a long time, but it was a real good movie. Next on my action horror list, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Best Christmas movie in the world. Samuel L. Jackson. What was his character's name? There was a scene where there was this dog that was trying to just gnawing at his own butt. I think the guy was like, "What was it? What did he say?" He said, that dog of yours has been chewing at his own ass for like 30. I think whatever's there is either gone for good or there to stay." But that's one of my favorite lines. The Long Kiss Goodnight. The assassin who gets amnesia and she tries to find her past and find out who she is. She hires Samuel L. Jackson to help them solve the mystery. I only saw her mostly from Beetlejuice, but so I never thought of her as an action figure.
Oh,
but,
really? She was in
amazing.
Cutthroat Island.
I never
People
saw
say
it.
I look like her. Like she's one of the actresses that people say I look like.
Anyway,
Hey.
let's see. Next, Christmas. Edward Scissorhands. Was it Johnny Depp? And that's the movie that made me a Johnny Depp fan. It was Edward Scissorhands.
Nixon suggested that one in the chat.
Oh, word. Okay. Did not notice. I didn't know. Sorry. I guess I'll check the chat room at the end. I think was that the last one on my list, and then we both had Krampus, so we both had that one. Let's move on to what's the next comedy? What do you have for comedy?
So I have Bad Santa. I think that's just kind of a given. Santa and just kind of grungy comedy.
Is that your list or is that my list? That's my list.
That's not mine for sure.
None of that was yours. Oh, I see what's happening.
No.
My computer's going slow. Sorry about that. Let me fix it.
Not mine.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so I had Bad Santa. The Night Before is particularly funny. If you've never seen it, I would suggest it. It's like this group of friends. They're all getting ready to go to their respective families for their particular holiday celebrations because it's Hanukkah and Christmas, and so then the whole trouble ensues. So obviously Scrooged, which is a play off of Christmas.
The Christmas Carol, yeah.
Yeah, and then Office Christmas Party.
I still have not watched that.
I need to watch
it.
Really good. It's really, really good.
And yeah, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang on there.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is also good, which also could be considered like that action-y thing, but it's kind of a dark comedy.
I've heard.
In itself. If you haven't seen it, watch it. But Kiss Kiss Bang Bang could also be one of those things where it's like a Die Hard, to where is it a movie that just so happens to be during Christmas, or is Christmas that so much part of the story?
It's one of those debates. Okay, here was mine this is mine for comedy. I had Friday After Next because it just took place during Christmas. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Sinbad. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's back when he used to do all of these ridiculous movies. Schwarzenegger.
Christmas Vacation, one of my favorites. Gremlins really 2 also took place during Christmas. It was and last but not least, this was Trading Places.
So is that like a Die Hard? Just so happens to be during Christmas Trading Places.
It takes place right before, like around Thanksgiving, and then right and it goes through Christmas.
Yeah.
The reason why I put it on my list is because there's a scene in the movie that when Eddie Murphy goes to jail, he's first arrested. He's exaggerating about the cops, about how he was arrested and all that. And when they brought you in here and booked you, you were crying like a pussy. And they were, yeah. And then one of the guys goes, "It's not cool being a jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving." That's a line. That's a line that a friend of mine would always call each other and remind each other about. Every year we say that line to each other. And the reason that's why I had to put that back on my list, because my friend, his name is Danny. He just passed away, and I literally got off the phone with him about 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving, and I said the line. I reminded him about that line, and I said it's not cool being a jive turkey so close to Thanksgiving. We both laughed. We talked for 10 minutes, and then he just passed away, and it's crazy. Our best friend called me up and was like, "Danny died." So that's a tradition that's going to be gone for. I'm not even going to be able to attend his funeral. It's going to be crazy. But I had to put that on the list because that's just the tradition.
You could still say it to him every Thanksgiving.
And I will, and I definitely will. And then on TikTok, or later on TikTok, because I didn't own the movie. I had to repurchase it. I thought I owned it, and then I had to repurchase it. And I'm in the middle of rewatching it again. So, but yeah, that's my whole list for comedies. And me and you have the same, not the exact same list. But I concur with your Christmas movies that are like family movies. So yeah. I think I put that up. Let's run down. What did you have for?
I had Nightmare Before Christmas.
Let me see if I can pull that up here. There we go.
And then I had The Grinch, but I want the Jim Carrey Grinch. So the live action Jim Carrey. It's my Grinch.
Like, okay. Yeah.
That's important. You got to pick your Grinch because there's so many.
The cartoon wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but Jim Carrey is just amazeballs. So obviously Home Alone.
Yep.
And then Polar Express. If you haven't seen Polar Express, I don't care how old you are. Watch Polar Express.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this one is from my childhood. So Ernest Saves Christmas. Not one of the derivatives, just the first one.
Wait, was that?
So,
I thought I had it, but I don't think I have a graphic for it.
So if you're too young to know who Ernest is, educate yourself because he's hilarious.
Ernest Saves Christmas or Ernest Scared Stupid. Those are those were my
Ernest
movies.
Saves Christmas.
There we go.
There we go. And then obviously A Christmas Story, and you can't have Christmas without the elf.
Have you watched the sequel yet to A Christmas Story?
I did.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it a little later. So I agreed with your list, and I went with the same. I think after that was romantic comedies?
Romance, and I only had a couple for that one.
Oh yeah, so I noticed what you have. You had The Holiday.
I had The Holiday.
Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Judy Law, Jack Black.
There you go. Yes. The romance is a flame, I guess. Mm-hmm. So this is one of those movies where they did basically a house swap. And there's apps nowadays where you trade homes for the holidays or trade homes for different vacation periods. And what these two women did is they traded homes for Christmas.
Bunch of swingers.
And no. They didn't trade partners, they traded homes. So one was in the UK and one was in California. And so they just
upside down pineapples all over the place.
Switched homes, you kinky bastard. For Christmas, and they both fell in love with different people that were not the partners.
How is this not an orgy?
They're in different countries.
Okay. If you like it, I love it.
It has to, you'd have to be in the, I imagine, at least the same country to
If it's not in the
qualify
same,
as
if
an
it's not
orgy,
cheating,
Chris,
if it's
you
in
would
a different
know.
time
You
zone.
would know because, I mean, how long do you have to take the pills to get rid of chlamydia?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go back to that one. I wouldn't know that one.
What was-
But anyway, next is
oh, I got it.
yeah.
It's not.
This
it's
is
lagging.
classic. This one's classic.
Your
Classic Christmas.
Your romantic Christmas movie list was
You Got Mail. Classic.
so boring.
I know, because I don't really like romantic movies, and so this was hard for me. This was the hardest one. So You Got Mail. Yes, Christmas is a pivotal part of this movie, so you gotta say it qualifies. And if you haven't seen it, I don't want to tell you about it. Moving on.
Sponsored by AOL.
There you go. do, do, do. So next, Love Actually. Yes, Christmas movie. Christmas was a big part of this. It was part of the theme song. The best Christmas theme song was this in this movie.
Liam Neeson's was in this movie. Wow.
They're all in this movie. Like all the British. Mr. Bean is in this movie.
I see.
So, I mean, come on.
And there's Kate again. Isn't that her right there? Oh yeah.
No, that's Keira Knightley.
That's what I said. Keira Knightley.
You said Kate. And so yeah. Next, Serendipity. If you like John Cusack, here he is. This is a good one.
That's how you're selling it.
This is good. This is good. If you liked High Fidelity, the first one, and the remake was good, John Cusack being John Cusack, you know, Kate Beckinsale being amazing and gorgeous as she is. So it's good. It's a good
anything with Kate Beckinsale. All right. Your list, your romantic Christmas movie list almost put me to sleep.
Yeah, it's not.
It's all about. Go to Hulu, watch Happiest Season. This movie was not that good, but it surprised me. And anything with was it Plaza right there? It's awesome. The reason why this movie to me wasn't that great was because it broke some norms and stuff like that. But it what's her name from Twilight? If I remember correctly, she started pissing me off. I was like, you don't deserve this great woman that you're trying to get with in this movie. Like you're pissing me off. Like what she did in the movie. If I'm not mistaken, I saw it once. I got to watch it again. If I remember correctly, she pissed me off to the point where I wasn't even rooting for her anymore. But I think in the end, I think it worked out for her. It was a real funny movie. I loved it. And another romantic. I didn't see it coming. I didn't think this movie was going to be any good. From Disney Plus, Noelle had a pretty good love story in it.
I definitely did not. I chose to not watch that for sure.
I enjoyed. There was a moment in that movie where, because the movie's about she's one of Santa Claus's children, and Santa Claus, I think he
one of
Bill, like there was a couple of kids. Bill Hader was the chosen one that was going to be the new Claus. But if I remember the movie correctly, it was Noelle here, this character, who actually had the gift, and she was being overlooked because she was a girl. But she had the gift. There was a scene, and I saw this on TikTok recently, where there was a girl who was hearing impaired, and the child's mother was like, "My daughter can't hear you," and then Noelle just automatically just started signing. And she's like, "Oh, you sign like?" Oh, she's like, I guess She didn't realize it was the best scene in the whole movie. The love story that happened in it was also. I'm trying to find the right word. It wasn't unexpected or anything like that. It was I guess touching. I guess the word I'm gonna use. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. This was during the pandemic time and stuff like that. So it was better than I thought it was.
I'm surprised you watched that. Did Joy make you watch that?
No, I love Disney Plus.
Okay.
Just Friends. I think that also takes place during Christmas time. Come on, you got Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that. Yeah, that was. I think this is a whole movie about being caught in the friend zone and working his way out of it, right?
I think it's they hooked up and then didn't want to be date, or was that another one with Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah, just friends. But there was like 3 movies like that came out at the same time. It was one with Ashton Kutcher and his wife, and then the other one was with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
I know this took place during Christmas.
Well,
I thought it was.
Is it a Die Hard or is it a Home Alone?
We settled that debate, didn't we? We agreed that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It's not. It just happens to be a movie that takes place during Christmas.
Yeah, so you guys in the chat room, come see us if you want to disagree with us, because we don't care. We're running out of time. I know we're about to hit the 45-minute mark. I'm gonna read the comments real quick. Thank you guys out there for joining us on Twitch and on YouTube and whatnot. I'm sorry that the show started late, but somebody had to bake a damn cookie. And and blame me for it.
I didn't bake a cookie, but I won. I won the cookie competition. I won it. I won.
Anywho,
so
in the chat,
blame it on me.
Yeah, or blame it on the rain. Let's see. Peter Lane, the cartoon Grinch is best. Let's see. Y2 Germs. Which sequels? There's 2. Which movie were we talking about there, Y2? I can't remember now. I'm sorry about that. Nixon, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a Christmas staple for me. I forgot about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
That is.
I forgot about that. That is a Christmas movie. Damn muggles.
That is definitely a Home Alone,
damn muggles.
Not a Die Hard. Sure.
The Santa Claus was decent. Y2 Germs, I'm enjoying the new Santa Claus series. Which Santa Claus series? Not the one with Tim Allen,
Disney
right?
Plus. No, there's one on Disney Plus. It's like the Clauses or something.
Yeah, that's Tim Allen's show, ain't it? That based on.
It's not Tim Allen in it.
It's Tim Allen.
He's not in it. He's not. No, he's not. If it's him, he looks like he's had some extensive reconstruction. It's not him.
He's gonna kink shame Tim Allen. Let's see. That movie barely takes place in Christmas time. Which movie are we talking about? That movie barely takes place during Christmas time. Peter Lane, I have to see the series. Nixon, I hated Kristen Stewart in that film. She pissed me off.
Yeah.
And
Kristen
Stewart. She did not deserve the girl she was fighting. Like I'm remembering this movie correctly. She halfway through the movie, it was like, you don't deserve her. Like, stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So thanks.
Let's not debate her whole acting history there.
I think she's a great actress. I just think her character did not deserve her girlfriend. Oh yeah, I know Kristen Stewart is a great actress. She's not everybody's cup of tea. I gotta watch her and Spencer. I think that was on the list too. Her as Princess Diana, but she almost got an Oscar nomination. She got an Oscar nomination for that.
I watched that. I didn't think she was very good.
They never hooked up. Always were friends. Missed opportunity. It's a mess.
Just friends.
Yeah. Nixon. Well, if there's award winners, we can wait. Y2 Germs. Iron Man 3 was. I was gonna put Iron Man 3 on there, but
that would be a Home Alone and not a Die Hard.
You think that?
I'm into that.
Yeah, Y2 Germs. Do you agree? Do you agree with that? That it should
Iron
be considered.
Man 3 would be a Home Alone.
Is it a movie that just takes place around Christmas time, not really a Christmas movie? I'm okay. I'm okay if a lot of people consider it a Christmas movie. I like Hawkeye. So. Is it Tim Allen in it? Yes, it is. Batista, last but not least, Lethal Weapon, Iron Man 3, L.A. Confidential, and Bruges. Bruges? Am I saying that right?
In Bruges. Yeah.
That's what I said.
In Bruges. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I almost said Lethal Weapon. Because Lethal Weapons used to be one of my favorite shows.
I'm getting too old.
But I almost feel like Christmas isn't. I think Lethal Weapon is more of a Die Hard than a Home Alone. Yes, what they're doing is happening during Christmas time, but Christmas is not a pivotal character, like a pivotal plot point in the movie.
Right.
It's not. It just so happens to happen at Christmas.
Ryan Reynolds was trying to get a new Home Alone-like movie going called Stoned Alone to bring everybody back, where Macaulay Culkin's high off getting high, and he has to fight off burglars stoned alone. But it's not. It looks like, but it's not going to happen. He's been trying, but it's not going to happen. Stoned Alone. Come on, let's get Stoned Alone happening, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. Watch the journey. It says that technically Christmas movies, since Christmas is the theme around everything happening in the movie. It's not the subject, but it's the theme, like Batman Returns.
It's like the theme around everything, or is it pivotal within the plot? I think that's the argument.
Yeah.
So if
Home Alone
within the plot,
Home Alone is definitely pivotal around Christmas, but
we
Die Hard.
We talked about that.
That could have been
Home Alone.
That could have happened
never happened if it wasn't Christmas. The whole reason that he got left home alone is because it's Christmas. The whole reason the robbers were coming to rob the house is because everybody was gone during Christmas and they wanted to steal all the Christmas presents and all that stuff. So it was very, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't Christmas. Whereas Die Hard just so happened to be an action movie where it was Christmas time and you could have exchanged Christmas for any other holiday or no holiday at all. And so it didn't really change the movie in any way if you withheld Christmas. And I feel like Lethal Weapon is like that.
Right. I agree. Yeah. It's the Wet Bandits. Wet Bandits. It's W-E-T. He's like, shut up. Shut up. Now we know each and every house you hit. Oh, man, those guys are so stupid. That was the funniest part. I love the Wet Bandits.
Harold and Kumar 3 is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie. Yep,
that one is. That's for sure.
Tangerine takes place on Christmas Eve and Christmas. I've never seen it either. But that's the show, guys. I'm gonna have to we gotta call it short. Appreciate you guys for talking with us in the chat room. There was a couple other segments that I wanted to do, but it's getting late since somebody was celebrating winning that cookie contest.
It's
Sarah,
me.
If they want to reach out to you online, where can they do it now? I see you got your lower third right there.
Sarah Catherine the Red.
Oh, she just ran out of time. And she's gone. Woo! Sarah Catherine the Red. Let me put it. I'll put the screen up. _ Sarah _ Catherine _ the Red. If you guys want to reach out to her, find her on Instagram. We're on Zoom. I'm trying to. We're back on Zoom because when we did Discord, it kept slowing everything down. Guys, send us more any movies that you want us to run down. Send us tomorrow. We're going to talk about the news I just saw that Wonder Woman 3 is not happening, but I'll try to get more of the themed episodes like this where we just give us a list of things for us to run down. So if you guys have any suggestions, like, hey, let's talk about your favorite comedies, your favorite this types of movies, we'll run down the list. I'm trying to make the show make sense. Okay, so I want to run down whether it's reactions or whatever. You send us your thoughts and your suggestions. We can run down your favorite TV shows, your favorite action, whatever, and I'll send them to me. We'll run them down on the list. Tomorrow, I got to work on the topics. I heard Wonder Woman 3 is not happening. I have my opinion on that. I think that's a good thing. Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. About 7:00? Yeah, we'll do it 7:00. I'm stalling because my damn cat is on the desk. And there we go. All right. There you go. Like, what you running down? Huh? What you talking about? Huh? What you doing? All right, Cheeto. His name is Cheeto. All right. Run down your favorite cat movie. We'll talk about it. And if you want to reach out to me, it's at Chris W. Fagan. God damn it, Cheeto. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be me, Joy, and Tabitha. Back here. So send us your list of things you want us to run down. We'll talk about it right here on the show. All right, guys. If you got any other suggestions, any questions, comments, anything like that, just send it to us, guys. And as always, if you want to support the channel, do that by sharing these videos, liking this video, comments is always appreciated. Check us out on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on all the things. And as always, guys. Sarah Catherine Red is still in the chat room. Okay. Go celebrate your victory. I appreciate it. And until next time, guys.